What's up, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Boy Shay, and this video is a continuation of my series on the rising signs. Now, my astrological perspective I like to think is very esoteric. I do my very best to see the highest perspective I can. I like asking the whys, and my desire is to understand the energetic spiritual functionality of each of these archetypes. So today's video is about Libra rising. And from my astrological perspective, the rising sign represents the essence of our soul. It is like our coating, or say if like we were all raisins, our rising sign is like what our raisin is coated with, or our flavor. It's the essence that people feel, see when we walk into the room. It's also the essence that is left when we leave. For example, somebody comes in with a loud perfume, when they leave, you can still smell that perfume. Okay, our rising sign is what we project onto the world. It's how we see the world. It's how we part of how we take on the world, because you can also look to your Mars. But saying that to say, the ruler of your rising sign will also tell you where your projections will be most valued, in the area of life that you are projecting this Libra energy onto, or the area which you're meant to magnify Libra energy, the area of life you're here to magnify Libra energy. So with that, from my esoteric perspective, the purpose of Libra is to understand energy and what is necessary to harmonize it. Okay, this could be in a personal relationship. This could be in an artistic endeavor. This could be in a business. This could be in a social reform or movement, okay? Libra's ability to perceive is its highest gift. So this is why Libra is the sign of justice, because it can understand his perspective, her perspective, and the truth. And from the analyzation of those perspectives, it can see where balance is needed and how to create fairness. Like, all right, based on what you said and what she said, this is what is fair. This is the situation that will create a win-win for everybody. So win-win is a balance. All right. If you win and I win, it's a balance. But if I lose and you win, there's imbalance. And so what Libra has to understand is that it also deserves to win. When Libra is first learning balance, it can be on one scale of the other. So I find that Libra risings and Libra energy often have the experience of either first starting on the side where they're a pushover, always giving everybody else what they want, always compromising, never really standing up for themselves because they're afraid of conflict. It's like, if everybody else gets what they want, then I'll be fine, you can't say anything to me. But with that, it creates, if everybody else is happy, it creates a discordant or unhappy energy within yourself, because you're not honoring your individuality. You're saying what you want doesn't matter, and so the world is showing you that what you want doesn't matter. Now, if you started on the other end of the scale, where you only cared about what you wanted in relationships, it's what's in it for me, what can I get out of this, then you create relationships where people want to take from you, or there's a lot of confrontation, or there's an imbalance in other people getting what they want, or it can make you a bully. It can make you someone who cannot see other people's perspective. You can only see what you want. And in that, you ask yourself, why am I attracting all these confrontational relationships? And then look within yourself and ask yourself, what part of me isn't, what part of me is being confrontational? What part of me is stepping on other people's ideas, way of being, and not honoring their individuality? Okay. So Libra does not come into this world balanced. Your life situations, your life experiences will teach you how to create balance. And esoterically, Libra is balancing its inner world with its outer world. So in that duality of the scales, Libra understands that if there's a front, there's a back. If there's an inside, there's an outside. If there's a top, there's a bottom. Okay. And the more dimensions it can see, the greater wisdom and understanding it has to be able to share. So Libra, throughout your life, you are learning to develop perspective. You are learning to develop understanding. And in that collection of wisdom, you gain this talent of knowing what is needed in each moment. How can balance and harmony be created in each moment, each experience, each situation, or each endeavor. Okay? With Libra being ruled by Venus, you can look to see where Venus is in your chart to understand where these qualities, what part of life these qualities will be projected in the most, or where they will have the most impact, and where you can dedicate the majority of your time and energy. Because with Libra being ruled by Venus, the sign of love, pleasure, enjoyment, all the beautiful, nice parts of humanity that we enjoy, all right, Libra is here to bring more of that, whether that be in the social area of activism and social reform, or whether that be in artistry, interior design, photography, makeup, film, acting, anything that translates your vision and allows the world to feel you and see your perspective. Okay, that is what Libra is here to do, is create beauty through the sharing of your perspective. But in order to gain confidence in the sharing of your perspective, Libra has to work to develop a sense of individuality. So a lot of Libra energy can be, if you are not confident in your ability to project, all right, this can create someone who is so afraid to be perceived, because Libra rising can be afraid that everyone is perceiving, analyzing, and understanding their inner world the same way that they do with other people. So before you develop your identity, there may be feelings of fear of being perceived, or wondering, how is people going to look at me? Libra's gift is perception, but its shadow is also perception, meaning that your fear of being perceived, or how people, worrying so much about how people look at you, can dampen your gifts and individuality. The same way you are understanding of other people and validate their perspectives. You understand everybody has the way to feel how they want to feel. That applies to you too. So ask yourself, what do I like? What makes me feel good? Instead of looking at other people and being like, that looks really good on them. They look like they feel good wearing that. Let me try that, So it's the difference between being the inspiration and being inspired, and balancing those two. So I'm not saying that Libra rising cannot be inspired by other people, but it is very important for Libra rising to develop a sense of self. Otherwise, they become kind of this like backboneless, just formless person floating through life, waiting for people to tell them who they are, how they should be, and how they should act. When in reality, Libra is a cardinal sign, meaning that its energy is that of the initiator, to start something. Okay, it's at the beginning of fall. So it comes after Virgo. Virgo is the analyzer. It knows what's wrong or what needs to be fixed. Okay, and then Libra comes in and adds balance and harmonizes, because Virgo's only looking at what's wrong. Libra has to also look at what's wrong just as much as it's looking at what's right, so that we don't forget about what's right and we can maintain that balance. Because if you tip too far on one side of the scale, all right, imbalance. All right, so Libra understands that both perspectives are valid. There are more than one way of doing things. People see things in different ways, and Libra's ability to understand and vocalize and communicate that understanding gives Libra gifts of charm, persuasiveness, the ability to sway a crowd with its beautiful, eloquent speech, and way of presenting ideas to multiple people, multiple walks of life, and being able to bring everyone to one accord by acknowledging everyone's perspective, okay, and then coming to a common ground. So, let's see. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah. So Libra has gifts in, once again, in conclusion, Libra has gifts in perception, the ability to analyze and feel frequency and discordant energy, whether that is in frequency or just simply observation and realizing this don't go, or this ain't it. What's missing? How can we create a better situation for everyone, or how can we create something that's more beautiful, more functional, more enjoyable? Okay. So Libra is ruled by Venus. Venus is love. Love is given via understanding, and that is Libra. So thank you all so much for watching this video. If you are interested in booking a personal reading from me, be sure to visit the link in the description box below, and I look forward to hearing from you. If you are a Libra rising and you want to share your experience in the comments, I always look forward to reading you all's comments. So be sure to do that, and like this video if you got something from it. Subscribe for more content, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.